Hi guys, I hope you're having a good day. What I'm going to talk about today is what you're going to be doing from Wednesday until Friday. First of all, if you did not finish your clipboard, make sure you finish that assembly and then make sure you print it and turn it in the bin. If you finish the assembly, then we're going to go on to Whitebox Learning. And what I'm going to have you guys do, there's a worksheet on the back counter that you should have filled out. It has the spec sheets. And then also, once you finish that, you're going to come in here and do the design. Now, the reason we're doing the Dragster is because you are going to use this to test your cars. The design might be a little bit different when we design an Inventor on Monday. But what I want you to do is create a design and then race the car to see what designs work best. So first thing is you're going to click on Research once you log into Whitebox Learning. We're doing Dragster 2.0. And I want you to go through, we've already kind of gone through these first parts here. If you go down to where it says Mass, you're going to click on Mass. And I want you to read this. And this is going to talk about weight and how that all affects your cars. Center of mass, I'll talk to you about that. That's part of the how the car is going to race, stability, and so on. Once you read those, you go on to, you can either click this mass worksheet or you can click down here and go to Next. And then there's 4 questions. These will be graded, so make sure you answer these. Don't guess on them. If you need to, you can always go back to the previous page and find the answer if you want to. Okay, so you're going to do mass and mass worksheet. And then I want you to go down to drag force. And these are the big factors that your cars are going to, how it's going to affect their speed. So when you read through this, this is just going to give you some more idea of how to make your cars go faster. And our goal is to create a fast car. So mass worksheet, drag force, you can read those and research those. Once you're done, click on engineering. And if you remember from the bridge design, we have the tool and the eyeball or the view setup. So the blank is a setup, and these are all set for the specs that you followed. When you click on the eyeball, it's going to show you what you have to work with. So there's the block of wood. If you go in upper profile, that's going to give you your upper profile shape. And then the lower profile is how it looks underneath it. So that's the only things you can work on right now is your upper, lower, and the top profile also. To work on these, I'm going to put my refined solid, which is the block of wood. You are going to use the tool. And this is the upper profile. So here is, right now I have 4 black dots up here on the upper part of the car. I can move those. I can add more, I can delete some. So up here on the shape, or the points, I can add a point. So if I click on that, I can go in here and I can add a point onto that upper profile. And I can do as many as I want to do on there. If I go to the second one, it's move point. So you click on that, and then you can take and move those points and shape your cars however you want to shape those. Okay? So you design your car that way. If you want to delete a point and you don't need it anymore, you can click on it and click the point. Okay? Once you're done, you hit apply, make sure that goes on there. Lower profile is the same thing except on the bottom, so if you want to have this curved up, you can do that, maybe. Some of them actually are stuck. But you can move these parts up. I was not on the right one. Now be careful right here. I've cut the hole out. And so I can't really do that because then my wheels are going to fall off. So I want to have that down. Make sure that those 2 wheels, those are where your axles go through for the wheels. And you can change those. All right? Apply that. And then if we go to the top profile, that's how it looks on top down. And it's going to be symmetrical. So whatever you do on one side is going to change on the other side. So if I move this one in, the other side moves in also. Okay? So once you design that, your refined solid is going to be, that's going to be what your car looks like. If you don't want to view these and you just want to see what your car looks like, you can take those off. And then there's a rotate button here. There it is. It's not allowing me. Oh, that's on this. It was behind my picture. But I can rotate if I click that, and I can rotate the car to see what it looks like. Okay. If I want to take my car and see what the wheels and things look like, the axles are going to be in there. It'll show you your front wheel, your back wheel, and that would be what your car is going to look like. Okay. You can also go in here and you can view your surface analysis. So if you have a lot of red spots, that means it has a lot of drag. So you're looking at trying to get blue spots for the majority of the car if you can. The better it is here, the better it's going to be for your racing. The friction, the mass, this is where you're at for total, but that's the lower the mass you can have here, the better it's going to be. So basically in the body, we're not going to do anything with the wheels, but you can change the body down, lower. The wheels you can actually change if you want, like the axles, you can go from steel, and that's what we'll be using in real life. But if you want to go to aluminum, you can see that the mass goes from 311 to 107. And so those are things that you can check out. Once you're done, remember you can go to File, Save. Save this as your name. And you're going to save and enter a competition. Once you do that, you can go to competition. And then you're going to find under Staged, you're going to find your car. So click on it, go Contender 1. And if you want to race somebody else, most of you guys will be in out of spec. I'm not sure about the rest of the district, but our other people will be in here. If there's nobody in here, you can do Contender 2, and then you're going to hit Start, and then it's going to race the cars. So what you're looking at is the time right here. Went 1.33 seconds. So the lower you can get, the better it's going to be. So you're trying to get this as low as possible. If you can, I know on the real tracks, I'm not sure about this, but the real track, if you get up around a half a second, you're pretty good. So from here, then you go back to engineering and you're going to redo that. And so you're going to want to do that for the next, we're going to work on that today and on Friday. When you get done on Friday, you're going to take this car, maybe jot down, you can print it out if you want. It would be under Outputs, and then letter size. And you'll get a picture of what your car is going to look like. It may be in a couple different. The problem with this is a CO2 car, not a dragster. So you can get the design or you can just sketch it out, but keep an idea of what you're doing and how your design changes. If you have any questions, we will go back on this on Monday. We'll be working on the actual design for the real print that we're going to have for our actual cars.